Yavapai County. I'm Leslie Horton, Director of Yavapai County Community Health Services. Today I'm here to report that we have 2,385 individuals who have tested positive for COVID-19 in our county. We are reporting 79 deaths, and we have 1,100 people who have been deemed recovered from COVID-19 at this point in time. We currently have 9 individuals hospitalized between Yavapai Regional Medical Center, Verde Valley Medical Center, and currently no one hospitalized at the VA for COVID-19. So far, 38,094 people have tested for COVID-19. We want to make sure that anyone who has had contact with someone who is COVID-19 positive or who has symptoms for COVID-19, that they can still seek out testing, and there are ample opportunities across the county for testing at this point in time. This weekend, between September 12th and the 14th, there will be blitz testing events sponsored by Department of Emergency Management, Health and Human Services, and our Yavapai County Community Health Services team. Check out the locations and times, and you can go online to make yourself an appointment or just show up at any one of those testing blitz events. This year we are encouraging everyone to get a flu shot. It's important to keep your immune system boosted throughout the season. As we know, the healthier you are, the lower your risk of severe COVID-19 complications is. As we go into this flu season, we hope that we can cut down on people getting sick in general by people getting a flu shot and making sure that their immune system is in tip-top shape. Please consider making an appointment at any one of our Yavapai County Community Health Services locations to get your flu shot. It's not too early to get your shot, so consider making an appointment today. And today I'm joined by 2 of our health educators. Charmel Jordan is a health educator coordinator within our team here at YCCHS, and Susie Delgado is also a health educator and generally working in the schools with our teens, our youth, and teaching them healthy behaviors. So maybe Charmel, could you tell us a little bit about what your team has been working on, some of the neat projects, and how you've had to accommodate to the pandemic or having schools providing online education during this time. So what have you guys been up to?
One of the things we've been working on is a program that we have within a grant called Yavapai Healthy Schools, which is a program that's a collaboration of different partners in our community that is all about wellness. We're really trying to recognize a school for what they do, to recognize wellness and what they're doing to provide wellness to their students, staff, teachers. So it's a fun program. We really enjoy recognizing a school for what they're doing for wellness, which is different right now in these times. But one project that we just recently did was a school they wanted a place where teachers could go just to have, they called it a relaxation room. We want to have a relaxation room for our teachers. So we got together, some of our health educators, and had a lot of fun just putting together this relaxation room. We had a very small budget, but with a lot of donations from community partners, we were able to put together a really awesome room for them.
Well, that's awesome, and it's great to hear that the schools are keeping in mind that those staff and their faculty are going through so much right now. They've had to accommodate to so many different variations in education and learning the online platforms, as well as now many of them having to keep up with in-class learning as well as having the students that are online. And like in many cases, the kids are doing both versions at this point in time. And so knowing the demands of the faculty of the schools and knowing all these accommodations they've had to make, that we can do something for them to prepare them for whatever comes next in this new school year with all these new ways of learning. And so thank you for describing that. Is there other things that our Yavapai Healthy Schools, or really all of our schools, as they aim to provide wellness to their students and staff, what are some of the other examples of things that you'd like to see those schools do at this point in time with the circumstances that they're given?
I really just understanding we're dealing in a different environment than we're used to. There's more stress, teachers are feeling it, students are feeling it, parents are feeling it. So really keeping in mind things that are really good outside of just learning that needs to be happening. Just keeping in mind that kids need to get up and they need to move around. They need to have physical activity, of course, doing it in a safe manner, but also just getting outside, being in the fresh air will make a world of difference for students and teachers, to be able to facilitate and keep doing the online teaching that they're doing or in classroom. Getting that physical activity, it's important all the time, but especially right now with the extra stress that people are feeling, it's very important to get out, get fresh air, physical activity, eating healthy, drinking lots of water, all those things that we do to try to keep our immune systems healthy and feeling strong, but really just thinking outside the box of how you can support this environment that we're in right now, and just keeping people healthy and safe.
Excellent. Well, thank you for all of that. Those pointers are great to keep in mind, as we know that being healthy is important at this point in time and has always been. Make those habits that will be long lasting for your children and for your family. And so thank you for that. And I think it's also another good point is to get those kids away from their screens once in a while, and getting outside is just a really good, healthy way for them to get out some of that excess energy and get their eyes away from those computer screens for a little bit. And so thank you so much for that. And you had mentioned nutrition as a great way to build a healthier family and to care for your children or our students. And so Susie has some great programs I know that you've been working on, like Yavapai Seasonal Harvest. That is a great one that encourages healthy nutrition. Could you tell us a little bit about that project?
Yeah, absolutely. So the work that we do in the community and in schools really is focused on teaching health, wellness, and gardening. And since the pandemic started, or since after spring break when schools closed, we've definitely had a lot of conversations about how to still communicate that information and give that information out to our students and their parents, just in a different way. And so we have our partnership with U of A Cooperative Extension. We have a Yavapai Seasonal Harvest Coalition, and we have been creating digital content that is informational, educational. It provides, it talks a lot about how to garden, how to work with volunteers, how to continue school gardens. There's a community and a school-based focused, and we are hoping to reach teachers and help them continue gardening with their students. And there's also the component of community, so that parents can also log on and they can learn about gardening, they can watch videos with their kids, and they can garden at home. Definitely the need for gardening has been very much a need in the community. We get lots of questions almost every day from community members requesting information about gardening, and so we hope that this venture into social media and educational videos can really help to meet that need and just really help support a community to grow their own food. Also, what's been really great about all of the work that we've done with Yish is that it's also kind of filtering out into the other work that we do with schools, and so we're looking at how do we fulfill our grant requirements with media. So we're looking at like putting together Google Classroom trainings, Zoom classes, looking at doing videos that we can distribute out to schools. And so really, definitely the work that we're doing is the same. It's just been about figuring out how to continue that work in a different way.
All right, wonderful. That is great information, and I always love hearing about these health and wellness promoting programs, because it's just something that is something that we can offer to the community, and something that is so important at this time more than any other, is to just put a priority on wellness. And people are really into gardening more recently, and trying to do more at home to not only be healthier, but also to be able to prepare their own meals, prepare their own foods, and growing their own garden is one big piece of that I've known a lot of people who have taken up more of those at-home projects that are fun. It's good for our kids to learn where plants come from and where their foods come from, but also to encourage those healthier eating habits. And so thank you so much for that information. And I'm always encouraged to see the different projects going on across our communities. They're not just what we're doing here at the County Community Health Services, but as you mentioned, those partner agencies are working really hard to make sure that wellness, health, gardening, and other pieces of wellness are continuing to be a priority for individuals who need it, and we're finding new ways of reaching those individuals either at home or through the schools or other ways that we can. So thank you both so much for joining me here, and thank you, Yavapai County. You're doing a great job. Keep up the good work, and I'll talk to you again soon.